Richest man who spent his money on women's. It was a really rough year for billionaires because the economy crashed, and the richest man that spent his money on women's. I am going to tell you about the richest men who spend their money on women's. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Without further delay, let's start the video. The story of the richest man that spent his money on women's is one that is both intriguing and inspiring. This man was once a poor boy who worked hard to become the richest man in the world. And while he could have easily lived a life of luxury and excess, he instead chose to spend his money on helping women. This man was born in poverty in a small village in Africa. He worked hard to get an education and eventually became a successful businessman. When he had made enough money, he decided to help others who were less fortunate than him. He started by giving money to women who were struggling to support their families. He then decided to do more than just give them money. He started businesses that provided jobs for women and helped them gain financial independence. He also helped fund schools and hospitals in his community. Why he spend his money on women's? The richest man in the world is spending his money on women. He's not buying them jewelry or taking them on fancy vacations, but he is paying for their education. The man in question is Bill Gates, and the women he's helping are part of a group known as the Gates Girls. These are young women from developing countries who have been selected to receive full scholarships to study at top universities around the world. Gates has said that he wants to use his wealth to help empower women and give them the same opportunities as men. He believes that educating women will lead to a more prosperous future for everyone. So far, the Gates Girls program has supported over 1,000 students from Africa, Asia, and Latin America. And it's not just about getting them into school. Gates is also helping to make sure they succeed once they're there. He provides funding for things like mentorship programs, internships, and job placement assistance. This way, the young women he's investing in have everything they need to build successful careers and make a difference in their communities. It's an admirable use of Gates' vast fortune, and it's already making a positive impact on the lives of thousands of women around the world. The effect of his spending on women's. The effect of his spending on women's was widespread and significant. He spent lavishly on them, often giving them gifts that were worth more than their annual salaries. He also frequently took them on vacations, to the best restaurants, and to exclusive clubs. As a result, many women became attracted to him, and he had a large number of romantic relationships. It is no secret that the richest man in the world, Jeff Bezos, spends a lot of money on women. In fact, his spending on women has been well documented over the years. But what effect does this have on women? There are a few different ways to look at this issue. First, let's consider the economic impact of Bezos' spending on women. According to a recent report, Bezos has spent over $1.6 billion on women over the course of his career. That's a lot of money. And it's not just that he's spending money on women, but he's also investing in them. He's made significant investments in companies founded by women, and he's also working to increase the number of female executives at Amazon. All of this spending and investment is having a positive economic impact on women. It's estimated that Bezos' spending on women has created or saved over 100,000 jobs for women around the world. That's an incredible number. Not only that, but all of this spending is helping to close the gender pay gap. Women who work for Amazon make 99% of what their male counterparts make, which is pretty amazing. But what about the non-economic impacts of Bezos' spending on women? Well, there are definitely some positive non-economic impacts as well. For example, his spending is helping to change the way that people think about gender roles. He's proving that men can be just as supportive of women. Conclusion: the life of the richest man who spent his money on women is a cautionary tale of what can happen when you let your wealth consume you. While it's certainly possible to enjoy the finer things in life, it's important to remember that money doesn't buy happiness. In the end, the richest man who spent his money on women ended up alone and miserable, a far cry from the life he could have had if he'd made different choices. That's all for this video. Hope you will enjoy the video, and more importantly, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon to notify about our new video. So bye for now, see you in the next video.